Hey, boo. Are y'all ready? I feel like y'all wasn't ready for me. I don't think y'all ready. It's Sunday night. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sunday night. Sunday nights with joy. Welcome. I am your host, Miss Joy Amor. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, hey, boo. Welcome back. So tonight, we're going to spend some time together and we're going to get into some things. And it's going to be a vibe. And I promise you, I guarantee you, okay? I guarantee you, you're going to love it here, okay? So make sure on your way in, make sure you say hey to your sis and your brother. Kings and queens, so it's a royal type of situation here. Make sure you say hello. Grab you a drink, a glass. Okay, grab you a drink. Come on in. Let's sit back and relax. And listen, if you are watching this on the replay, okay, because I don't want you to feel left out. Great, is my wig crooked? Why do I feel like I need to shift it? If you are watching it on the replay, make sure you put down below in the comments, I'm watching on the replay. Listen, my channel is a safe space. It's a safe space. It's where all of the pretty girls come, the kings and the queens come to grow and to glow. I want to offer resources so that way it makes your life a little bit easier, because y'all know from time to time things can get a little bit much out here. Let me make sure. Am I asking y'all? Let me make sure I'm creamed up. So I wanted to come in and say hello to all of my amazing, wonderful supporters. Y'all, we have been doing this for 2 years, going into 3 years, really 3 years. Thank you, my mic. My mic is life. What's up, boo? Ooh, you know how to make a girl feel good. Going into 3 years, you guys, we have faced some challenges. It has not been all, I know I'm cute today, and I know I'm giving you rich auntie, aka rich housewife. But listen, it has not all been feathers and bangs. Okay? It has not been all feathers and bangs. This robe was gifted to me by my girls, right? For my birthday, right? This robe. And it's dramatic and long and extra as hell, okay? And I love it. I have on my silk pajama set, courtesy of my coins, and I purchased it from Torrid. Okay, and it was on sale, girl. It wasn't even that much, because y'all know sometimes Torrid be doing a little bit too much. They be doing too much. It be expensive for no reason. Okay, so I went ahead and I purchased it because I thought it was really, really cute. It's short and it's got the little lace applique, and I just love it. It's comfortable, and it's definitely giving. So tonight we are not drinking alcohol tonight, believe it or not. This is just water with a little bit of flavor enhancer in a bougie cup. Because listen, I need to take my iron. I still have not taken my iron, and I'm actually going to be working tonight. I have some content that I still have to create. So listen, what type of self-care have you done today? If you are just now tuning in, whether you are live or you are watching on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, let me know down below, hey, watch on the replay. If you are live, I just need to put your hearts up. If you are live, put your hearts up. I'm going to take my iron. Did you take your vitamins today, girl? Ooh, what'd you get from Trader Joe's, Reed? You know that's my spot. Did you take your iron today? Hey, Tiff. To all of my pretty girl gang, all of my goddess girls. Linda with the Y. Ooh, I like that. That's different. Hey, Artrell. Hi, my love. Hi, Mary Tate Taylor. If you are a part of my Patreon, my VIP, can you please make sure in the group chat to let the ladies know that I am now live? I'm a little bit earlier. Y'all should be proud of me. We're gonna get into some things tonight, right? We just gotta make sure that the vibe is there. So y'all get y'all wine. I see all these hearts. Look at all these beautiful hearts. I see purple hearts and pink hearts. Hey, Flora. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna get into it tonight. Thank you, Tiff. I love it. Hey, boo. Hey, Ree. What did you say, Ree? I got so much. He said 200, and I ain't take my iron. Take your iron. Listen, you guys. What we are focusing on right now is making sure that we are doing self care, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's title tonight's podcast. Hey, Shatika. Hey. Let's Hi Charles. Let's go ahead. Yo, internet auntie. Hey auntie. Let's go ahead and title tonight's podcast. We're gonna title it Royal Cup. Okay, so y'all just think about that. Put that on your brain. A royal cup, what it means to have a royal cup. Because listen, I believe that everyone that's under Hey Hope, everybody that's under the sound of my voice is definitely a descendant of royalty. I don't care what somebody else tries to make you feel like. I don't care what it is that has happened to you that may make you feel less than. I truly believe that you're a descendant of royalty. Even if you're watching me and you are a hater, do better because you deserve better because you're royalty. Also, hello. With that being said, let's get right into it because it's the Royal Cup. So listen, let me tell you about what happened to me the other day. So the other day, y'all are gonna see it on the blog, okay? Probably this week. Um Bay and I needed some. Let me tell you what happened. Let me start way back. So I was putting on my makeup in a place that I'm not supposed to be putting on my makeup, which is in the middle of my living room. Okay, it is what it is. Sometimes I be getting hot. I be needing to be out. I be needing space. So I was putting on my makeup in the middle of the living room. Lo and behold, my primer, which had some left in it, I used the Huda Beauty Water Jelly Primer. It's my favorite primer, right? Okay. So it looks like it's empty, even though it's not. Okay, anybody who uses that, they would kind of know. So I somehow I dropped it. Bay saw it, picked it up, threw it in the garbage. He didn't know. He just was trying to help me. He thought it was empty. He threw it away. So I was like, oh, I need my primer. Where's my primer? Where? Because girl, I has to beat this mug. Okay. So I looked online. I looked on Sephora. Sephora was like, girl, we can get it to you, but it's gonna take us a couple of days. So I was like, girl, I don't got time for that. Let's go in the store. We're here in my town. Sephora is actually located inside of Kohl's. It was located inside of JC Penney's, but girl, JC Penney's is on its last. Girl, JC Penney's is on its final destination. Girl, JC Penney's is on his last leg. JC Penney's has had it. So it's inside of Kohl's. So we go inside of Kohl's, we go to the Sephora. Girl, tell me why. The lady was like, ma'am, I'm sorry, we ain't got that in here either. Lo and behold, I told Bay, I said, Bay, we need to get you some new shirts, right? And so we already in Kohl's. Who that's listening to me from the sound of my voice that has a man, how hard is it for y'all to get y'all men to thank you, Angie. How hard is it for y'all ladies to get your man to go to the store? Like, my man don't want to go shopping for himself. He'll go to the grocery store because there's a benefit. There's snacks in there, and he likes to pick his own snacks. But when it comes to the actual store, like for men's clothing, does not want anything to do with shopping for himself. He'll go with me to go shop for me. Isn't that weird? But he do not want to be bothered when it comes to buying his own clothes. So I was like, I don't want this to be a wasted trip. I did end up getting a few things from Sephora. Y'all stay tuned for the blog. I'll make sure to share it with you guys because I got some new makeup and some things that I want to show you. So stay tuned. But Bay and I decided to cruise ourselves on over to the men's section so that way we can buy him a couple of shirts, right? So I'm helping him pick out shirts. Mind you, I'm jealous because men's clothing is not as expensive. I am very much so jealous. Okay. I was looking at shirts, y'all. I was finding him name brand nice shirts for like $50, $35. It wasn't expensive, right? So we end up going in there and I found two shirts that I love. Babe was like, "Do you like this?" I was like, "Yes." So he goes back into the try on area to try on the shirts. So he goes in there, he tries on the shirts. I'm just hanging outside of the room. And I'm like, "Hey, babe, you doing okay? Like, what's going on? Like, how are you doing?" He was like, "Yeah, but I could tell that there was a problem with the shirts, but I didn't know what they were." Long story short, little did you know, this guy comes out of the dressing room and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you help me? Like, can I get your opinion?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, I really, I want you to tell me the truth, be brutally honest." So when I'm looking at him, I can tell, y'all know, when a person has had weight loss surgery, they have this look about themselves. Like sometimes, no matter how small they are, you can still tell if they had a large amount of weight to lose. They kind of have that. It's like they're smaller, but they have that look. I don't know how to explain it, but they have that look. So I was looking at him and I'm thinking, I think he's had weight loss surgery. I could tell. And I kind of felt him like he was looking at me and kind of following me around, like he wanted to say something to me, but like he didn't know how. So I felt like he found the opportunity when we were inside the men's dressing room. So I wasn't in there, but anyway, the point of the matter is, I told him I was going to give him my opinion. So he goes and he tries on a suit jacket. And the first suit jacket, he's like, "So what do you think?" And I said, "Well, I think it swallows you. It's entirely too big and you need to size down." And he was like, "Exactly. I agree." So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so if you knew that, why you asking? Anyway, so he goes and he puts on another suit jacket. And on the second jacket, I was like, okay, that fits better, but it's short on the wrist. The suit jacket is short. So he was like, "I agree with you." And he was like, "But I can get this portion tailored." I said, "Yeah, but you can get the other jacket tailored as well. So which one's less expensive?" So, we decided on the jacket. He was like, "Yeah, okay, can you help me find a shirt?" A little bit, I helped him find some items. He was really happy. He was getting ready to pick them out. So I'm like back to Bay, like, "Hey, Bay, what's going on?" Lo and behold, the shirts that we had purchased for Bay, well, that we were going to get for him, they were double XL, but they weren't big and tall double XL. They were just a normal double XL. So they fit him like across here, but they were too short. His belly was hanging out. His belly was kind of like hanging out. So I was like, baby. So they left, and I was still talking to the guy, but my body language is kind of like, I'm itching, like, okay, I gotta go. So then he just like starts crossing his arms, and he was like, "Well, he says to me, he says, "Well, because I told him, I said, you look really good. I think they're gonna look really good on you. You look really nice." And he seemed to be kind of like a Wall Street kind of guy, right? And a very, very posh, very neat beard, very nice looking guy. He just had that weight loss look. I could look at him and just because the only reason I know y'all know I've been big for a long time and I've been researching a lot of weight loss surgery. So I can look at a person, I've probably seen 1,000 pictures of before and after and tell that they've had weight loss surgery. So he crosses his arms and I'm like, "Oh Lord, he's gonna talk to me." So he compliments me on my fragrance. He was like, "Oh, you smell so nice. You look really nice." Da, da, da. And I'm waiting on it, and I'm like, "Here it comes." Then he's like, "Well, and I compliment him. I told him, I said, you look nice in the items that we picked. Gotta go." Like I'm inching towards, because Bay is like, I know Chris, and Chris is not gonna come out and be disrespectful. He's not gonna say to me, um, like, "Babe, let's go." Like, he's not gonna be rude, but he's gonna give me that look like, and I'm thinking to myself, I finally convinced Babe to come shopping for clothes, and now this man is talking to me. Babe is about to get irritated at me because, every time we go somewhere, people stop me to talk to me. And anyone who has been with me in person, they know that people talk to me wherever we go. I don't know why, they just do in real life, right? So, lo and behold, he tells me, he's like, "Well, I used to be 500 pounds." And I was like, I knew he had weight loss surgery, but not that much. Because he probably looked to be about 100 and maybe about 175 pounds. He probably was about 6'2", probably 175 pounds. So he tells me, he was like, "Well, I used to be 500 pounds. I lost weight loss. I had weight loss surgery, and I've lost, X amount of pounds." And I said, "Wow, you look amazing." Now he does. I don't feel like a regular person, like a non overweight person, would be able to look at him and tell that he has lost so much weight. But I definitely believe that someone who, like me, or someone who has done a lot of research and been looking into weight loss surgery, I definitely believe that we could tell that he's had weight loss surgery. So I told him, I said, "You look really, really good. I'm so proud of you. That's an amazing journey. I can only imagine how you feel." And he was like, "Actually, I feel great." So he begins, which is what a lot of people do, y'all. Let's just get into it. Let's be honest. He begins to tell me and sell me, because that's what it feels like. I feel like I feel like you're a car salesman trying to sell me on something. So he begins to sell me on gastric bypass surgery. And he tells me, "Well, have you ever heard of?" And I said, "Well," so before I interrupt him, and I'm like, "Well, did you have Duodenal? Did you have a duodenal switch? Did you have RNY? Or did you have vertical sleeve gastrectomy?" Because listen, I'm a real fat girl, okay? At my heaviest, I was almost 500 pounds. Trying not to be 400 pounds at this moment. I know everything there is to know about weight loss surgery, all the way back to when they did balloons and stomach stapling back in the day, when they had um the lap band. I know every it's like, girl, and I don't mean to be rude, but it's like, and he was like, "Oh, well, what's vertical sleeve? What's that?" I said, "Yeah, I know, babe. I'm not dumb. I know." So he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I had ruin Y." Well, he didn't say ruin Y, but he says, "I had gastric bypass." I said, "Oh, you had ruin Y." And he was like, "Yeah, like, oh, I guess, yeah, because I know what that is, sir." Lo and behold, he just keeps talking. Bay comes back one time, like, he was like, "Babe, I found the big and tall section." I said, "Okay, babe, let me go." So Bay like grabs my hand, like, "Okay." So I'm trying to walk away, and the guy's like, "Well, and he starts telling me about his story, about his journey and his weight loss journey. And I'm just like, "Okay, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Like, that's great for you." And he was like, "Well, you really should consider having weight loss surgery." Like, he was like, "I'm from the north. I had a really great program. I had a great surgeon." And I asked him, I said, "Well, did you have any complications?" He says, "No." I said, "Do you still have dumping syndrome?" He was like, "Yes, I still get dumping. I still can't eat very much. I still experience a lot of issues with feeling sick, but I think that that's good because that helps me to not eat the wrong thing." And I'm like, "Okay." And he was like, he's like, "I'm 9 years sober because after I had the gastric bypass, He tells me that he became had issues with drug and alcohol and became an addict. He's like, but I'm not big anymore. And I'm like, wait a minute. So it brought me to this. I think a lot of times we deal in extremes. And I feel as though something that us as plus size people do, we can be very judgmental. And y'all know me, I'm very, very much so not judgmental. And but what I thought about was, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the girls about this because this whole idea kind of popped in my head. Stay with me, the Royal Cup. Hey Key, the Royal Cup. Like that's basically all I've been thinking about all week. The Royal Cup, right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're selling me on a surgery and you're telling me you should definitely get gastric bypass surgery. You must get gastric bypass surgery. But you, after having gastric bypass surgery, it was a success, but you spent 9 years battling an addiction. You had an addiction to some pretty heavy drugs and alcohol to the point where you had a near death experience, not from your surgery, but from an addiction. I personally, anybody who knows me knows that I celebrate anyone who may have had weight loss surgery. I feel like a lot of times we discredit people who have gone through weight loss surgery. It's such a big deal. Anyway, by any means necessary, right? By any means necessary, if you have been successful with weight loss, hear what I'm saying. By any means necessary, if you have gone through weight loss and you have done it your way, I am going to celebrate you. And yes, just Z, a complete stranger told me all of that. So those of you who are in my Patreon who have been with me in person, can you please weigh in on the comments about the way that people come up to me and talk to me? Let's give 3 minutes for that. I'm gonna let you. If you've been with me in person and we've gone somewhere and you got annoyed, I know you did. Can you please weigh in the comments how people who are a complete stranger come to me and tell me all their business? I'll wait. People do not know me. And everywhere I go, people walk up to me and have full-fledged conversations with me and tell me all their business. That's why I said the way that people treat me on the internet is not the way people treat me in real life. People in real life are magnetized to me. It's something that I cannot help. It's been that way with me since I was a child. It gets on Bay's nerves to no end, I'm sure. Because everywhere we go, someone comes and they want to have a conversation with me. They want to talk to me. Kids do me that way. Adults do me that way. So yes, someone that I did not know told me all their business. Right? So in that, in my opinion, I feel like it does not matter how you have lost weight. In my opinion, this is how I feel. If you feel differently, that's you. In my opinion, feel like it takes a lot of courage to go through weight loss. It's hard work, it's dedication, and it's courage. But I think what happens so many times in our lives is that we operate from an empty cup to the point that we don't even realize and recognize that our cup is empty. We are so used to wearing so many hats and operating from an empty cup that we don't really know what it's like to fill our cups. And I think that what happens to us, not and even as a plus size person, even if you're not plus size, I think this is something that you can identify with. I know for me, this is definitely true, and this is what came to me, right? This is what came to me when he was talking to me. And this is what I thought about. And I feel as though we look at, as people, as a society, right? We tend to look at the problem instead of looking at it's actually a symptom, right? So in this scenario, you have someone who was extremely overweight at 500 pounds, and they dealt with the initial symptom of their issue, or what they thought was the problem, the most immediate problem, which is the way other people look at them, the way other people perceive them. Because even though he asked me to help him pick out that suit, the main thing that he focused on is he was like, "Ugh, I don't want people to see this. I don't want to look like this. I don't want to look like this." Even though he has physically, I mean, this guy, y'all, it, that man looked like he does not look, there was nothing big about him. I'm telling you, he was probably 6'2", maybe I may be giving him too much, about 180 pounds. Okay. Tiffany has traveled all over the world with me. She can tell you, people come up to me. It just happens. Right. And I feel like, not that it's a bad thing that he lost the weight, right? It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And it doesn't matter, again, whether you had weight loss surgery or you had unassisted weight loss. I don't like to say natural weight loss. Whether you had weight loss surgery or unassisted weight loss, if you lost that kind of weight, I mean, hands down, kudos to you. But so often we deal with addressing the symptoms instead of really addressing the problem, because we're dealing with empty cups and we're looking for ways to fill our cup. And we think so many things are going to fix it. Weight loss is going to fix it. A new move is going to fix it. A new man is going to fix it. A new job is going to fix it. A new activity is going to fix it. But you still have a problem that you have not addressed. To spend, I know at that time, he says that he had his surgery 16 years ago. So for 16 years ago, I'm pretty sure he spent $40,000 on this surgery. Okay, that's a lot of money to address a problem. Mind you, the time, the energy to spend that amount of work to improve your exterior appearance, but not work on this part. Because so many people value the exterior and they don't value the interior. And you spend so much time pouring into other people and pouring into other things that you have almost nothing left for yourself. Y'all know I'm team weight loss. I'm team wellness. And I don't care how many times I talk about weight loss, trust and believe, I'm going to reach my goal. Whether y'all never see me a day again on YouTube ever again, I'm going to reach my weight loss goal. And I'm completely confident and comfortable saying that. But in the meantime, between time, I'm not going to waste time not walking in my purpose, living in my dream, not working on my inside, because I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work needs to be done in my perspective, the way I see the world, the way I think about things. I absolutely 100% want to be here, and I want to live the kind of life, girl, I want to live the soft life. Y'all know that. I'm not I'm not here for the hardness. That's not for me, sis. That's not for me. That's not for me. But I also know the importance of developing who I am and addressing my trauma and filling my cup. Because let me tell you something. People, I saw something today. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was Oprah, and Oprah was having a conversation with Iyanla Vanzant. Now, I'm not gonna get into how I feel about Iyanla. We we're not getting into all of that. What I'm talking about though is something that she said that was paramount that really stuck with me. Okay. And I shared it in the Patreon group. And what she said was people are not supposed to get what's in your cup. You're supposed to fill up your cup, and people are supposed to get the overflow. So, can you imagine? People are not supposed to, we're operating from an empty cup, sis. We're not even full, but we still trying to give people, we still trying to give people from a cup that's not even all the way full, and that's why we're always so empty. Could you imagine if we only gave from our overflow? How that would be the best? You could give someone from your overflow. That could be still the best of you, but it still leaves you with a full cup. I don't know why we have this mentality that we can only give until we give out. We have to give people all of ourselves. We have to give till we have nothing. We have to give people. If we don't, then I just want y'all to think about that. You do not have to give until you're empty. You can give people your overflow, but still keep your cup full. I think a lot of us are operating on E, and we've been driving around on E for so long, and people have had that expectation of us like, your friends are calling you, hey girl, can you watch the kids? Well, you know what, girl, I don't feel good today. Oh, but that's okay. I'll bring them over and drop them off and I'll feed them first. But in your study saying, hey, I don't feel good. And they still bring in the kids. You know why? Because they're so used to you being superwoman, and they're so used to you doing these things and operating from a place of like empty, like you've been on E for so long, to that way when people, that when you tell people, hey, I don't feel good, I'm not, they just look at you like, well, you never feel good. You always been sick. You always been broke, but you always make a way. But yeah, but no, not today. I think it's going to come down to setting boundaries, drawing a line in the sand, prioritizing your needs. And it doesn't mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're self-centered. But it means that you're worthy and you're deserving. And I just feel like I want us, and I'm gonna say this, I don't care because obviously I need to say it, right? Um, Obviously I need to say it because people ain't hearing me. But we can lose weight 8 days out of the week, but you still need to be getting your nails done, getting your toes done, getting your hair done, following your dreams, living your soft life, loving, laughing, going on trips. Where does it say in the Fat Girl Handbook, no more obesity, I hate fat people handbook? Where does it say that you can't wear cute clothes when you go to the gym? Maybe, just maybe, if you spent some more time loving on yourself, then that would make you feel better about taking care of yourself. Why is it that people who look a certain way are the only ones who are deserving of a good life, are deserving of love, are deserving of traveling and having good friendships? It's just not true. And as long as you have a night, and it's so crazy because it's like you can tell people who are just so brainwashed, because that's exactly what it is that we are. We're brainwashed. Y'all don't even understand. Even me, y'all wouldn't believe this, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all, I gotta go in 5 minutes, right? Because I'm still working. I'm still working. But I said, let me come on here and let's talk. But y'all would not believe, even I'm fat phobic. I have fat phobic ways that I have to unlearn. One of them, case in point, is looking at the scale, knowing I've been eating right, and still saying to myself, you must have inhaled a cookie somewhere. Even though I know damn well that's not what happened. But I think that way because this world has an obsession. This world is obsessed with fat people. I don't know what it is, but the world is obsessed with fat people and what they do. There's no much more hate and more discrimination than it is that happens towards fat people. That's not going to change tomorrow. That may always be. But in the meantime, between time, you can still be getting your coin. You can still be losing your weight, getting your body done. You can still be living the life that you want to live no matter what. But you got to keep that cup together. The royal cup, girl. Listen, what are you going to be doing this week? Because listen, we're about to start a new week. Oh, I almost forgot to put, girl, look, I forgot to put my perfume on. This is my way, y'all. Listen, I love to wear my perfume. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just getting dressed for y'all. I got to work tonight. I got a couple of more pieces of content that I want to get done before tomorrow so I can submit them tomorrow. But the point is, what are you going to do for yourself this week? People are obsessed with fat people. They're obsessed with the narrative. It's something, when a fat person is around, they take up all of the attention. So that way it can take away attention from everyone else. When there's not a fat person around, then people are going to hate on regular looking people that don't have what other people have. So people are like, oh, don't look at me. Don't look at my insecurities. Don't look at my shortcomings. Look at the fat person. Look at them. Look at them. And that way it deflects off of them onto the fat person, that it gives somebody mutually for everybody to hate on. That happens all the time. If you looked at a scale and you're 460 pounds, you can do something about it. Start today. Go to the doctor, get your blood work done, get your testing done, and start today. And listen, stop looking at it from a place of, I want to lose weight. Look at it as a place of, I want to be well. What do I need to do to be well? And start living your life the way you want to be, not the way you are. Because it's going to take a complete change and a complete disassociation with the person that you are in order to be the person that you want to be. I don't identify with the 400-pound woman. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. I identify with someone who is well, someone who is happy, someone who travels on a whim, someone who is passionate about their career. I identify with someone who is a leader and serves others from a service leadership perspective. I identify as a woman who pours into other women, who's not afraid of greatness, right? That's how I identify. I don't just identify as an obese woman who needs to get their teeth fixed. But there's a lot of people that that's all they see about me. But I don't identify with that. You're 460 pounds. You looked at the scale and it blew you away. You're not happy with the weight that you are. That's okay. The first step is to identify what it is that you don't want to continue to identify with. You have a problem with your weight. Don't give up on yourself. Fill up your cup and find out why your cup is empty. My cup is not full. Do you need more exercise? Do you need a meal plan? Do you need to address trauma in your life? You are deserving of that. And you are deserving of the time that it takes to get your shit together. Who the hell says that, oh my God, I mean, people are so delusional. They're literally leaving comments. It's been 2 years. You're still that big. I'm still big. And I'm still working on it. I don't give a damn if it's see that. I feel like that's what we do. I feel like that's what we do. It's like we work towards something, and if we don't immediately see the results, it's like we either give up on it or take a shortcut. Be dedicated to yourself. Operate from a full cup. Focus on filling up your cup and filling up your life. Princess says, I love my curves. I identify as a beautiful plus size woman. I love all 155 pounds of my fatness. If you love yourself and you identify as a beautiful woman, you deserve that. Mike, they're talking to themselves really, but they're trying to project it on me. That's why I say sometimes plus size people can be very fat phobic. You're telling me, oh my God, it's been 2 years and you still haven't lost all your weight yet? Yes. Oh my God, it's been 2 years. What area of your life is not fulfilled? But what's going to happen when you do look at me and I have visibly lost all my weight? Then what? That's going to be interesting. We'll just have to wait and see how long it takes Fat Joy to not be so fat. But in the meantime, you about to get every bit of these rolls every damn week. Every week. You about to get them. Every week, bitch. You about to get every pound of these rolls every week. Every week, girl. Every week you getting all of this. What can you do this week? I want to challenge you guys, and then we could talk about it next week on next week's podcast. What can you do this week to do something for yourself to fill up your cup? What can you do this week that you've been wanting to do that you have not done to fill up your cup? What can you do this week to walk one step closer to having the life and being the person who you can identify with? Hey, Latrice, I'm drinking water with flavor enhancer. Let's exercise a little bit more this week. Hey, Robin, Nikki, let's exercise. I'm with you. Listen, I want to go back to the gym. What can y'all do this week? Okay, clean your apartment. I want to go to the gym this week. That's what I can do. I want to go back to the gym. I want to walk. What can you do this week? This week, right now, to get you closer with looking in the mirror and seeing someone that you can identify with? What can you do? Living room dance party. I like it. Love you, princess. Have a great one. Hey, Marletha. Anna Medina, I'm so proud of you for being out of the hospital. Go to the gym in the morning, Pamela. Start your routine this week. This is the week. If you listen, if you had wanted to start a routine and you said, listen, I'm gonna start juicing this week, I'm gonna start my workout this week. What can you do? What can we do? Not you, because I'm in it too. What can we do to get ourselves one step closer? Say, listen, go to bed on time. That's mine. Go to bed on time. That's definitely mine. What can we do this week to get us one step closer to the person that we identify with? It's okay. If you look in the mirror and you say, listen, I'm not connected with this person. That's probably why you're looking in the mirror and you like, you know what? I don't like this. Or maybe you're avoiding the mirror altogether. Maybe you don't even have a confidence issue. Maybe you're full of confidence and that's not your problem. But maybe when you open your pocketbook, you can't identify with being broke. Maybe you tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You know you deserve better. Let's talk about these limiting beliefs that's keeping us stuck. What are we going to do this week? Let me know down below in the comments if you're watching on playback. If you're live, I'm going to go back and read the comments. I got to go to work. I'm creating content for you guys tonight. So I'll be vlogging and, I'll be talking to y'all. Y'all know how we do. What can we do tonight that we can work on this week, that we can build upon to be better and to get better at identifying who we want to be? Because it first starts with understanding, okay, I don't like something about what's going on, right? I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. I want to be able to get out more. Listen, I want to be able to vlog with you guys. Let's have a transparency moment, okay? Hey, Mabel. So, um, I don't want to do vlogs sometimes because I'm like, well, I want to walk in and talk to them because I love doing that. I love going out, vlogging stuff, and talking to you guys like you're there with me. Because in my mind, it makes it easier. It's easier for me to pretend like, okay, I'm talking to Tiffany, I'm talking to Doris, I'm talking to Sherry, I'm talking to Ree. It's easier for me to pretend like I'm talking to people that I know than it is to be like, I don't know who the hell is watching this. It's difficult. It kind of plays with your mind, right? So I like to pretend like, okay, we're on FaceTime, we're just having a conversation. That's what makes it easy for me. But it's difficult to do that if I'm walking a mile and I'm out of breath and I'm hassling. I want to build up my stamina. I want to be able to move around and still have a good conversation without breathing heavy. Would you believe that I was fat phobic in that I thought that the reason why I was having trouble with my breathing was because I was so big. I was having trouble with my breathing because my iron was low. The moment that I fixed my iron, I fixed my hassling. So now I'm moving to the, so now I'm like, okay, I can vlog and walk around. And even if I do walk around and I get winded, that's what it is. If I'm doing a try on haul and I get winded, that's what it is. That's not forever, that's that moment. Latrice, it's your time. Do what you want to do. Don't do it for any other reason other than this is my story. Listen, y'all, I don't let these bitches write my story. Every single day, a bitch be trying to write my story, trying to talk about what it is that, because they don't really know. So they be trying to talk about me, trying to talk about what it is I got going on. What's the tea with my man? What's the tea with my life? Every minute is something new about, oh, Joy this, Joy that, Joy, you need to fix your teeth. Oh, you're disgusting. Your arms are nasty. I wouldn't show nobody that. Oh, I don't want, you need to go to the gym. Bitch, I'm at the gym. I'm walking. You're trying to write my story and you're mad because you can't write my story. I'm going to write my story. You don't get to dictate my story. Nobody should get to dictate your story. You get to write your story. That means it can start right now today. If you mess up, that doesn't mean your story is over. That just is another page in your story. Turn the page. Don't throw the whole book in the garbage. If your car, let me ask you this question, and then I gotta go. If you're driving in your car, brand new car, y'all put down below in the comments, what's your dream car? What's your dream car? Put it in the comments. If you're live, I want to see what's your dream car. Dream car. Dream car in the comments. Jaguar, Range Rover, Audi, a pink Bronco. That is cute. A BMW, a Lexus, Mercedes-Benz AMG, Lexus IS, Cadillac truck. Come on, Cadillac truck. BMW. I want a two-seater sports car, not sure. A Suburban. Yes, Mabel. Come on, Mabel with a driver. Yes. Corvette, period. A Hellcat Charger. All right, now, Miss Conway, you's a baddie. You's a baddie. Put down below, what is your dream car? A pink Jeep Wrangler. I love these pink cars. I love that. Hey, boo. An SUV, a Lincoln. You want a Navigator? I want a Chevrolet Equinox, period. Practical. A Maybach with a driver. Come on, your internet auntie. Yes. I love fast. A cream Land Rover, a Chrysler 300. I love all these pink cars. So I want you to think, get in your mind, think about your dream car. Yes, G-Wagon. Come on, G-Wagon. I want you to think, you just drove off the lot, okay? You just drove off the lot with your brand new car. Brand new car with no payments, insurance paid, no miles. You're putting your first mile on your brand new dream car. Brand new dream car. You got your Equinox, you got your yellow Mustang, you got your Range Rover. You got your Range Rover, brand new Range Rover, hot off the press. You put the first mile on it. Hello. First mile on it was put. Listen, y'all, when you get to a certain point, you don't go to the car dealership and stay there all day. They deliver your car to you. Your car just got delivered to you on a flatbed truck. You put the first mile on your car, right? You've been driving it for about a week now. That means that you done got your little seat covers that you like. You done blinged out your steering wheel. You got your floorboards with the lights and your name on it. It's your car, right? And you know what happens? You get a damn flat tire. What are you going to do? You got a flat tire. Now what? What you going to do? You're going to get your tire changed. Are you going to go ahead and throw the whole entire car in the trash? No, you're going to change the tire and keep driving down the road. That's what we do so many times when we try. We try. And just because we built up momentum and we made a mistake, we're going to throw the whole thing in the trash. That's just, if you think about it in that perspective, what you just did was take your brand new car, your dream car, and throw it away because it had a flat tire. When you hit a bump in the road while you're working on who you are, That's what you do. You're like, oh no, forget it. I'm done. I ate McDonald's today. I'm on a diet. I'm on my lifestyle change. But I ate McDonald's today, so I'm done. No. You messed up one meal, but you start over and turn the page. Stop throwing the book away when you do one thing that's not aligned with your goal. Stop throwing the book away. Turn the page. And keep turning the page until you rewrite the page of your own story. And don't let nobody else write that story for you. Hello. No one can take away from you what you have. You can only just give it up. So hopefully next week when we come back together, same place, similar time, I want to hear about how your week was and did you work on what you need to work on and did you do something kind for yourself that wasn't associated with whether you accomplished a goal or not. Because you're not going to get nothing done blaming yourself. It's a waste of time. You don't have time for that. Comparing yourself, blaming yourself, all of that shit is a waste of time. You don't have time for that. Write down, get your journal, okay? Write down what it is you want to write down. Get your vision board together. Let me show y'all. Today, so I'm not promoting this because I don't know these people, okay? But I was on Amazon. Y'all know I got an Amazon problem. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. I was on Amazon and I saw this vision board book. And basically, it's a magazine that is full of cutouts that you can cut out to do your vision board. Now, I did a virtual vision board with the girls, but I'm also going to do a physical representation of that for us. And I'm also going to do that for myself. But it just has a bunch of cute stuff that you could cut out depending on what your goals are. But the thing that I didn't like about it is I'm like, sis, where's the melanin? Where's the melanin? Now y'all had somebody black on the cover, and then I bought this thing, and I don't see no melanin in here. Y'all need to do better. It's Black History Month. While y'all playing games during Black History Month. Oh, there we go. There's some melanin down there. But basically, it's just, just cutouts. So that way you can have a visual representation of your goals and what you want to do. So I thought that was cute. I'm gonna start working that on that next week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find some of those that got some melanin in it because I need some melanin. It's got some in it, but it ain't enough for me. So listen, I love you guys to the moon and back. Our show has been an hour. We are right on time. We did so good. If you like this and you gained something from it, if it spoke to you, if you like the vibes, if you had a good time, all I need you to do, I don't need you to buy nothing. I don't need you to spend no money. All I need you to do is just hit the like and comment. Because if you don't comment, how else do I know that you were here? So make sure that you hit the like and that you comment and share it with somebody that you love. Hey, goddess. Share it with somebody that you love, that you feel like needs to hear to fill up your cup. Okay? Fill up your cup because it's empty. Fill up your cup. And get you a pen and some paper so that way you can design your story. And I want to hear all about it next week. If you enjoyed yourself, let me know. Drop a heart in the comments for the one time for your sis. So I can see who's here. Who was present? Who was present? Who was present? Yes. Come on, hearts. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Mabel. Hey, Shirley. Nikki. Hey, Valerie. Hey, lovely lady. Hey, Candace. Hey, Boo. Hey, Latanya. Hey, Mike. Yes. Hello. Hey, Juanita. Artrell. Hey, Precious. Hey, Felicia. Aurora. Miss K. Sabrina. Dalia. What up, boo? Suzette. Mary. Hey, Mary. Look at all these hearts. I love you. See, this is what I focus on. I focus on my people who love me because I love y'all. And no matter what, I'm not going to let nothing come between me pouring into y'all the way that you need to be. But I'm going to make sure that I do it from a full cup. And I want you to make sure you do what you do from a full cup. So this week, I need you to get to filling your cup because you deserve it. You don't need an excuse. You don't need a reason. You make things happen for everybody else. I need you to make things happen for yourself because you're the most important person in your life, right? And your day begins and ends with you, and so should your life. Period. That's on everything. Listen, sis, I love you, and I will see you next time. Listen, there's a video here or a video that YouTube may have recommended to you that you probably missed. Can you please take some time, spend some time on my channel, girl? It's free. All I need is a little time and watching another video. If you missed it, watch it somewhere. It's over here. And in the comments, if you can't find something to comment about, because y'all know y'all like to tussle. Y'all love to tussle me in the comments. I'm not tussling y'all in the comments. Y'all love to tussle with me. I'm not tussling with y'all. Let me know how you like the wig. I did a little bang, a little bang yang yang. Last time I hit y'all with the straight hair. We trying some new things. Girl, I love you. And I'll see you later on in the week. Go be great. You got this.